and welcome to Just Us Thinking. I am your host, Michael.
And I'm your co-host, Rebecca.
And I'm your AV guy, Mikey.
And you're already laughing at me?
No, I'm just...
No, are you laughing at me?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Now I'm laughing at you.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got a new video-sode here.
We do. So we recently went to the 2024 Renaissance Festival.
All right. And that is at the Bellevue Berry Farm.
Correct.
All right.
So interesting fact, even though it's named the Bellevue Berry Farm, their actual physical address is in Papillion.
So Papillion's like, I don't want you here. You're part of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think eventually it was part of Bellevue and it maybe got annexed or something weird like that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the cities work crazy around here. So
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of fun?
I did have fun, yeah. So it was, we went with Chad and his girls.
Yep.
Who have never really been to one of like a Renaissance festival
None
or
of
anything.
them.
So
None of them were. I'm like,
yeah.
How can that be?
So it was fun to take them along for their first time and go from there. So yeah.
Yep. So now, for those that don't know, the Renaissance Festival generally runs in what, May?
In May, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This year they had 3 weekends.
3 weekends.
They have they had 3 weekends this year. So
Right. Now it also had like they had it set up for days, right?
I think
Different
so. Yeah.
theme
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. Like the weekend we went, it was Celtic and Bards, I think.
Right. Right.
So yeah.
Now we were there. We were giving out raffle tickets for the podcast.
Yep, for a $25 scooters card.
Yep.
So,
So and that was fun. And
That was fun.
So we had the kids out there, giving out raffle tickets.
Yeah, trying to
going
promote
through
us.
that. Getting a little promotion going, and teaching them how promotion and stuff like that
Yeah.
works. So it's kind of really cool how, teaching kids, I'm all for that. So so Bellevue Berry Farm is really fun. I love the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, it's definitely something, if you haven't been before, to like go check one out.
Yeah.
Just to see, because there's so many different types of people and so many, and you don't get really anybody in a bad mood, which is
No.
nice. Everybody's there to have a good time,
Yeah.
so even, it's just a fun thing to do. So,
Yeah. I will say the amount of people in costume.
oh yeah.
Not just the people there working it, but the people that show up in costume
Oh yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, we saw some very good costumes yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Like the girls that were carrying around like the sticks that looked like it was like one of those like dandelion
Oh
teams.
yeah.
And then they're dressed as a pixie fairy.
Yeah.
Those were cool. Think of just about any costume in like the Renaissance or that era, and
Yeah.
you're going to be there.
I mean, I think we even saw Captain Jack Sparrow, didn't we?
We saw a couple of Jack Sparrows there, so
Yeah.
you can't go to one of these without running into them, the Black Knight,
Yeah.
and a few others.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of vendors there too.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of vendors.
Tons. So Stella Bells is out there.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these people are local. Now there's a couple of them that it's starting to get good and big here, because we have some vendors that come up from Kansas City
Yeah.
that come up to here, and they're here selling their wares.
Yeah. I think for me, and it's even weird, last year, I think was the first time I've really gotten into the 3D printing stuff and what
Right.
you can do with those. And so he was there again. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was kind of cool to see a few new things from him too. So yeah.
Now the food, you could get a turkey leg.
Oh yeah.
I think root beer.
The root beer line was crazy.
Yep.
And I don't know. Did you try it?
I did. It was good, but it was here's the problem. I like the carbonation in root beer.
And you like root beer floats.
And I like root beer floats. It was a little bit flat, but
Okay.
it's also more medieval type
Yeah.
root beer.
Well, I was gonna say I don't think they had carbonation back then.
Right,
did they?
right. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, some of that stuff didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of like other than the food vendors and stuff like that, and the lines were crazy.
Yeah.
Bring water.
Bring water, definitely, because it was hot.
Now there was axe throwing. There's all kinds of games.
Yeah.
I stuck my head through the stockades.
Yeah.
I
personally love the jousting. So,
yeah,
you got
the
it.
jousting's kind of the main event there.
Yep.
So jousting, and it's like the whole parade that gets up to the jousting goes from there.
Yeah.
There's also a mermaid that's there.
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique experience, and I would recommend, even if it's not your cup of tea, at least give it a taste.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's entertaining. You don't have to dress up.
Right. I mean, I don't. So, and I still had a good time.
It's a blast.
Yeah. So it's so fun to like see like the little kids, like just the look when you see the mermaid, or even there were like these like really tiny kids riding the horses all by himself. I mean, there was one kid, it had to be like as big as the horse's head.
Holy cow.
I'm like, how did you let your child on something that big?
You got to understand that they're so tame there. That,
I know.
And the dog lady was there again this year.
Oh yeah, with the
horse dogs,
yeah.
whatever those are.
I think they're like Irish wolfhounds or something.
Yeah,
Is that what they were? Because she had like Irish kisses for like 25 cents.
Yep. Now these dogs are huge.
Yeah.
I mean, huge.
And by the time we got to them, they were like all tired out, so they were just like laying down.
Now you like I said, you have axe throwing. There's all kinds of like little games, stuff that it's actually really entertaining. Yeah. I think you could do sword fighting, stuff like that. Yeah,
they have and there's like a smaller, like not really like a kiddie section, but kind of a kiddie section where they have like the fairy garden with the mermaids, and then like a couple mazes, and like they did have the axe throwing there, didn't they? Too? Okay.
And they had animals, so they have like it's a farm, so they have goats and chickens and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. So now, if you've missed the Renaissance Festival, good news, right?
Good news is that they have the Potter Festival coming up in a couple weeks.
Yep. So that's in June.
Okay. Yep. June 8th and 9th.
Yep. That's June 8th and 9th of this year. So, and I think that's a rolling theme every year, right? They do that. And you're going to have all the Harry Potter stuff, you know, so.
Yep. So all you Harry Potter fans, head on out there.
Yep. Now that's a blast too.
I don't think we've been to that one, have we?
I don't think we went to Potter.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very similar to the Renaissance. You're still going to have the same kind of attire that people are probably going to wear. Probably a little bit more Harry Potter-ish. Like you'll have the wizard robes and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm
going to gather probably the big hats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty, like I said, they're all going to be very similar.
Okay.
You could probably get a good outfit that's in a medieval theme and go to pretty much all their stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Now, the other one and I've been to this one too. I like the other one. Now, this one's in August.
This one's probably your favorite.
This one is my favorite.
So it's the Midwest Pirate Festival.
Yep. And that's August 24th and 25th.
Yep. So definitely check that one out too. You can definitely see a lot of different characters there too.
Right. Now, Jack Sparrow we ran into at Renaissance Festival. You'll most definitely run into Jack Sparrow.
I wonder how many of them you run into.
Probably a lot. You have to,
all his twin brothers.
Yeah. Well, we're watching Black Sails right now too, so we're kind of in that pirate theme right now. And it makes me think of that pirate festival.
Okay,
so I think that's going to be pretty cool. So I really think that's a good event to go to as well. I will probably go. I will probably wear my kilt, and I do have a pirate sword somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere in here.
I don't see it on my wall here, but I know I have it somewhere.
Okay.
So that's probably going to go.
Okay.
So that's going to be fun. It's a fun event.
Yeah. I mean, they have all of their events are pretty fun. So yeah.
Now I think you saw belly dancing at the Ren Fair.
Right.
At the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah. They have like 4 or 5 different like stages all throughout it where they
Right.
have different things, different times of the days and everything.
Right.
So yeah.
And generally they're themed to whatever event there are. So
Right.
that belly dancer stage may turn out to be where a couple pirates have a sword fighting.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what happens. And sometimes there's a ship, it'll change to a ship or something like that. So kind of fun. It's not that expensive.
No, I mean, I think the tickets were like maybe $20, if that much.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Buy them in advance is what I recommend, so you can skip the line.
Exactly. Because the line gets long.
Oh yeah. Now I like them because you can do other stuff there too. So when you start now, after we get out of the Pirate Festival, we're gonna start getting into what? Fall.
Yep, fall. So you're looking at pumpkin season, Halloween, all that fun stuff too.
Yep. So now we've been there during that time too.
We have, yep.
So they had all the people that play with fire up front.
Yep. They have the fire breathers, you know, they have their haunted houses.
Right.
They have a haunted hay rack ride.
You say hey hack?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hey hack.
hay hack.
And they will come out and try to hack you.
They will.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Mikey, you enjoyed that, right?
I
You
did
and I.
enjoy that one.
Yep. And when they got on there and so it's a haunted hay rack. So you go through, you're on a hay rack and they like come out all over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's awesome because like they'll come up to like the tractor and like they'll bang on it and like hop on with you.
Oh yeah. And they
Yeah.
stare at you and
It's awesome.
yeah.
You know, now that you're 16, that's something you could probably do if you wanted to.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
I can?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing this Halloween.
You can screaming like a girl like you did last year.
No, working at a
Scaring
haunted
people.
house.
Yeah. Mikey, you when they came up to you, you screamed louder than any girl in our hay rack
Well,
ride.
that was also like 2 or 3 years ago.
He still was higher pitched than any girl there.
I did not scream last year.
I don't think we went last year.
It was the year before.
The year before.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a couple years before.
A couple of years
Yeah.
before. Okay. That first year we took him, he screamed like a little girl. He was like,
Well, he was a kid. He was like,
eek. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
okay,
the
Mikey.
last time we went, I didn't scream that much.
Not that much.
Not that much.
They startle
That's
you when they
okay.
come out of there,
They
don't they?
do.
Oh, they
yeah,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So,
No, they also have the haunted houses there. I think we went through a haunted house.
Did we?
I
Did
don't think
we
we went
did.
through the one there.
We did go through one of them there.
We went through
Okay.
one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's one that you have to pay to get into, and I don't
Right.
think we did that one.
No. I think they have like a little free one, and
Yeah.
they have one that you pay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I think we've gone with Lacey
Oh,
a
yeah.
few times.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's a fun time too. So,
I
I
like
mean,
that.
it's definitely, you know, yeah, you want to bring some fun.
Yeah. So I think those are fun. I like that. Now, I'm not big on the jump scares.
Yeah.
But the thing is when I go through that, I know that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Now they can't touch you,
Right.
and you can't touch them. So don't
Exactly.
even try.
Yep.
If you spook really easy and you want to, and when you get spooked, you like punch.
Yeah.
That might not be the event for you.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have like clowns, like spooky clowns walking like really
Oh,
on
yeah.
stilts, and
Yeah.
what is that? That clown on the bicycle that was just creepy as
Yeah.
heck too.
I
If
don't
you have
like, I don't like clowns to begin with.
do you have a clown phobia?
I don't have like a total clown phobia, but I'm just like, ugh. That's
Really?
like, yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of lame.
Lame,
Yeah.
like lame, like I don't like it's stupid, or lame like they kind of creep me out and I don't want anything part of it, or what?
A little both.
Okay.
Yeah. I was never like a big fan of clowns, so I'm just kind of like,
Really?
yeah, I can do without, or
Okay.
so yeah.
Now, I don't think I've ever been to their last event for the year, but that is Christmas in the Country?
Christmas in the Country, yeah.
Have you done that with them?
I haven't. I think it might be actually something that they've just started fairly recently within the last couple years, but it's like the first They do 2 weekends in December, and it's kind of like the country, like Christmas time stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds interesting to go check it out, too. So.
I don't think I've done that.
Yeah.
That might be something we will go check out. My problem is...
You don't like the cold.
Yeah, I'm not a cold person.
You'd be like, I'm freezing.
Yeah, if it starts to get like below like 60, I'm cold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I'm a Southern California boy. What do you expect?
Yeah.
This Midwest, that's why I'm like, it's like Halloween. It's like, sometimes it's too cold. I'm like, nah, screw that.
Yeah. I remember like when I was a kid, like it even snowed a couple times on Halloween. So
Not me.
Yeah.
Nope, won't do it. Although I would think can you imagine like I don't know, do they have like I have to check their thing that Christmas in the country.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have like a horse-drawn carriage that goes around through
that
there.
would be like a sleigh.
Like a
that would be
sleigh.
cool. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, see, now we got to check it out.
There we go.
All right. So I would say, all in all, Bellevue Berry Farm is really, really good.
Yep, good place to go. So yeah.
I know there's a couple other pumpkin patches around, but we seem to gravitate toward the Bellevue Berry Farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I think it's not necessarily, I mean, it's smaller than some of the other ones around here.
Right.
So I think just that factor that it's smaller and not like gigantic.
Right.
Because, I mean, you can get to most of it in one day.
Yeah.
So it's not like a multi-day trip kind of thing to go to some of these other places around here. So.
Yeah. I kind of like that. It's not that it's so small that it's like, I don't know, it's just the right size for me. And they put on a really good show. They do a really good job.
Yeah.
So if you are in the Omaha area, I would definitely check out the Bellevue Berry Farm. It was a blast.
It was. So we had a really good time.
If you don't do any of these, go at least once in your life. Get out. Enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
Have fun. That's what we try to do.
Yeah, we try.
So,
yeah.
Try.
And we usually do.
Yeah. It's amazing that, all these people in costume, and they're just all so nice.
Yeah.
I guess it shows a different atmosphere for most people. They're there to have fun. Everybody's, even the costumes that were like, you could tell like the people that don't put that much work in their costume. They're there. They're trying to fit in. Even those guys are like really cool. They're really,
Yeah, we saw some really cool like butterfly shot.
That's what I was just gonna say.
And like they just kind of went around their shoulders and so that those were really
their wrist too. I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was like tied to their wrist because when the girl pointed, it like came out some.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was
pretty
cool.
That was. Yeah. I didn't see that. So yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
I just saw them walking in the parking lot. So
yeah, they're pretty cool. So we had a lot of fun. So we would definitely recommend it.
Yep, definitely recommend going to there and checking it out. So yeah.
Now check your local areas as well. You may have like some type of someplace that is in your area that gives out and does like Renaissance festivals, pirate festivals, hay rack rides and stuff like that during, I think, bonfires and stuff like that too. So always
wait
fun.
For fall.
Yeah, I do like fall. I just don't like the cold in fall. If you like what we do, you like what you hear, you can always follow us, like us on Facebook. We are on Instagram and also on X.
Yep, and then you can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube Music, Samsung, and the Apple Podcasts. I mean, so pretty much any podcast player.
Yep. Just type us in, Just Us Thinking Podcast, drop the G, and you can find us pretty much everywhere. So
yes, you can.
Now we are also on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok.
Correct.
So you could watch a lot of videos on Rumble and YouTube. You could also listen there as well. So we want to say thank you guys for all your support. We had a lot of fun with a lot of our fans out there at the Renaissance Festival. So
we did.
It was definitely a blast. So keep it going, and you all have fun.
All right. Bye, everybody.